We are getting set up, but is it working? I hear myself. Woohoo! And I can see the screen. Yay! Hello, everyone. This is JB. No game unturned, and we're doing things a little different today. This is kind of a test run today to keep our streak going, but also to, you know, try out something new. Because for my birthday, Serradia got me a new laptop. And I'm working with it, trying to figure out all its little tricks and things I can do with it. I got the OBS up working. I'm playing around with it, and so far this is very tame. I'm planning much more than just my name on the screen and a web browser, but I wanted to at least see if I could get this going where it works the way I want it to, so that I can do other things, including with CCP. Hey, Goff, how you doing? That up there? Thing is, I can probably grab stuff from Discord, grab images, and do kind of like what old Chris Page does. Maybe I can help out more with that. But for right now, I wanted to just do a test run, see if everything worked off the laptop. It seems like it's working so far. I'm assuming Goth can hear me. I was able to hear myself, so I'm hoping that means it's working. And I wanted to just do some trivia. So I got up the Sporcle. I've seen other people do this, and wanted to take some shots, especially if Goth is here, because Goth can help me out on some of these. So let me jump into one. I want to see if it looks like it's loading correctly. For one thing, I may want to pay for no ads. That may be my next thing to do. Oh, cool, you can even see the mouse. Nice. So say like I wanted to do wrestling tag teams, stables, and factions. Can I name all of those? I want to see if this would work. I also want to see if I can get any of them. Got 20 minutes? That seems too long. There's a way to adjust that, isn't there? Yeah. Or I could just do play until I quit. I can do that too. So let's see. Let's see how many of these I could do, for instance. And let's see if the ads are in the way. Yeah, the ads are going to be in the way. So, for instance, we got Honky Tonk Man and Greg Valentine, who I believe were Rhythm and Blues. That's a tough one to spell, though. No, it didn't give it to... Oh, well, Rhythm's spelled. Rhythm and Blues. There we go. All right, so Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. That was the Rock and Roll Express. Will it accept that? Yep, okay. Jacques Rougeau and Carl Ouellet. The Quebecers? Were they the Quebecers? Was that another team? Ah, the Quebecers. All right. All right. Feel free to chip in, Goth, if you see some you wanna throw your name on. I'm just going in order right now. Let's see. Marty Jannetty, Leaf Cassidy, aka Al Snow. So that would be the New Rockers. Yeah, spelling is going to be a problem. There we go. Jacques and Ramon. So that was the other tag team for Jacques Rougeau. So that was the Rougeaus, I believe. Yeah, I need to slow down because I'm just getting Goth's answers. All right, I'll let Goth answer the next one. Bo and Blake. You remember who they are? The hope is in the future we get like you and Chris and a few others in, and we just do a full work through on these, see if we can get them all. Something like this. That is right, the Beverly Brothers. I guess it wants brothers. There we go. Knobs and Sags. I mean, that's a classic tag team. Uh, who else do I want to answer? I want to give others a chance to answer. The Nasty Boys. That is correct. Oh, it's Chris Page's favorite tag team. I'll just go ahead and do Power and Glory. Gotta love Paul Roma being on there. Steve Austin and Brian Pillman. That's when Austin had hair. So that's the old Hollywood Blondes. Oop, I messed up. There we go. Hollywood Blondes. Edge and Randy Orton. That was rated RKO. Very good tag team. Okay, now here's a tricky one. Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn. What did they go by when they came to WWE from WCW? Well, we don't like to say Benoit's name too much, but uh, Radicals? Were they the Radicals or the Revolution? Revolution might have been with Shane Douglas. Radicals with a Z, but it counted it. Okay. All right. Yep, Goff knew that one. All right. Marcus Bagwell, Scotty Riggs. The infamous Bagwell turning on Riggs to join the NWO. Very good tag team. They held the titles once, I think. They beat the Steiners, American males. Ooh, see, now this one, oh gosh, this is a TNA one. See, this is the first one where I'm like, ooh, I have no idea. I believe it's TNA. Oh, I can't remember the name. Okay, we're gonna skip this one, unless Goth comes up with the answer. Skipping this one, of course, Stacek and Palumbo. I don't know about them either. They were WCW. Do they have a name? Stasiak and Palumbo? The Perfect. No, that wasn't Perfect. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I've hit a wall on these. I'm looking for any I know now. I think Mike Sanders, Sean Stasiak, Mark Jindrak, Sean O'Hare, and Chuck Palumbo wore the. I had it a second ago. The New Blood. New Blood? No, I'm wrong on that too. I've hit a wall. Ah. Okay, let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me get the ad out of there too. Very annoying. Let me look for some that I know I can nail. Like Rex Spot, Spike, King, and Cujo. That is definitely the Moondogs. Anything with Ric Flair is probably going to be the Four Horsemen. We got the original Four Horsemen there. Hawk and Animal. Well, there's two names. It's two names. Let's do the Legion of Doom. It wanted the Road Warriors. Oh well. Kevin Dunn and Kirby Marcos. I have no idea. Wish there was an easier way for me to select. Let me just go like this. These guys. I should be. Storm, Christian, Regal, and Test were the Un-Americans. Un-Americans. Yes. Okay. So at least we got that. Were these guys the New Blood? Who was the ones in ECW? That's an ECW one there. Okay, well, this would be the Freebirds. Would it accept Freebirds or does it need Fabulous? That accepted Freebirds. Credible and Storm were the Impact players? Yes, okay. Well, I'm nailing a few. If you see some on here that you know, Goth, just say them and I'll find them and I'll put them in. And we'll just start knocking these out. Sorry for my nose, by the way. My nose is just not great right now. Ugh. That's another reason why I'm doing more of a simple one. Just to knock through it. Tito Santana, Rick Martel were the Strike Force. Were they called the Dancing Fools? Yes, Disco and Alex Wright were the Dancing Fools. So, I mean, this quiz is just all over the place. Like, all generations, all tag teams and stables. Like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage were the mega powers, I believe. Skip, Zip, and Sunny were the body Donnas. Know them. Oh, the SAT, the Spanish announce team. Jose and Joel Maximo. I don't know why I know that one really well. I used to watch a lot of Ring of Honor. Columbo and the other guy, Perfect Event. Oh, where is that? I scrolled too far down. Gotta go back up. Come on. Scroll. Sean Stasiak. Yeah, I came up, I thought perfect something, but I wasn't sure. Okay, yep, perfect event. That's a good one. Paul Orndorff and Paul Roma were pretty wonderful. That one. Road Dogs and Billy. Road Dog and Billy Gunn were, I mean, DX, but I don't think that's going to be them. I don't know what they were separate. Oh, wait. New Age Outlaws. Duh. I went stable. Haas and Benjamin. World's Greatest Tag Team, I believe. They had a couple names. They were Team Angle for a while. Oh, David Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid. You'll know that one, Goth. And Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. Those two are pretty clear. And Rick and Scott. I think we got a lot here. Luger and Smith. Stars and Stripes? No. They weren't patriotic. They're British and American. I don't remember. Yeah, the British Bulldogs were here. Okay, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were the outsiders. Scott Norton and Ice Train were Fire and Ice. Don't know why Scott Norton was Fire, but he always was. Rosie and Jamal. It's 3-minute warning. Let's see, I got 10 minutes. That's already been 10 minutes. Jeez. Hope this hasn't been completely boring. I need to start hammering some out now. Dudley's. Could be wearing Owen Hart or High Energy. That's Evolution. There. Some teams. The Dynamic Dudes. Yeah. Me and the Barbarian. Faces of Fear, I think. It's amazing how many of these teams stick in my head. Go ahead and get the Steiners out of the way. They're an obvious one, as are the Rockers. Saturn and Cronus, I should know. They're ECW. They're a really good tag team. Eliminators, I think. Yes. Okay. Vito and Johnny the Bull. Strangely, I remember the Mamalukes. Hogan and Beefcake. I don't remember their team having a name. So, oops. These guys were the Dream Team, I believe. Let me think here. We got James Storm and Robert Roode down here. I can get that one real quick. That is Beer Money. Great team from TNA. Mo, Mabel, and Oscar. Oh, I can see them dancing. Oh, I can't come up with it though. Whew, my brain's getting worn out. Too many tag teams. The Brainbusters. That's the $1 Million Corporation, was it? Yeah. Oh, the Allied Powers. Okay, I was trying to think. I was like, it's a patriotic thing. That's a good one to get. Okay. Patu and Samu. Oh, which one was that? Were they the head shrinkers? Yes. Okay. Looking for any other teams that I can get easily, really quickly. uh, let's see if it's a Butch Reed. That's Doom. I don't think I'm going to have a great score on this one, even though I've been getting a lot. That's the Young Bucks. I thought 20 minutes was nowhere near long enough. Or I thought it was way too long, but now I'm like, oh god, it's too it's too short. Powers of Pain. Outlaws? Something? Yeah, the Outlaws. Wyndham and Rotunda. Rockin' Johnny Grunge. I could see them carrying the tables. They were the public enemy. Taker and Kane were the brothers of destruction. JC Ice and Wolfie D, that's PG-13. Don't ask me why I remember that one. They never had a real major run. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Machine Guns. I wouldn't allow that. Okay. Motor City Machine Guns. Keeman the Boss Man. They were the Twin Towers back when you could use that as a tag team name. Oh, CM Punk, Luke Gallows, and Serena. They shaved their heads. Oh, Men on a Mission. Right. I forgot about that. I could see them dancing to the ring. Uh, Travis and Troy. No idea on that one. Yeah, so many teams I really like. They should be obvious to me. I know most of the older teams, like the Killer Bees. The Heenan family? Yeah, Heenan family. That's a good one. Okay. I think this is Team Canada from TNA. So the trend is that I am remembering the older 80s tag teams and TNA ones. How weird is that? Okay, this is the Ministry. That is 3 Live Crew, another TNA one. That is the Highlanders. That there's the NWO. Country and Eaton, I should know. That sounds very familiar to me. Not the Fantastics, though. I don't think. That is Country and Eaton. Ah, skip ahead for now. The Bolsheviks. Remember them? Tilo Brown and Chaz. I mean, that's how wild this quiz is. Like, I have answered 64 and I'm not even halfway. Legacy. I should have been moving at full speed. Okay, that's DX right there. Lush and Thrasher, that is the Headbangers. That there is three count? Yeah, 3 count. That there is Rock and Sock Connection. Okay. Paul Roma and Jim Powers, the Young Stallions. Jay and Mark has to be the Briscoes. Uh, any other teams? Some reason I remember the Mean Street Posse. Um, Grandmaster Sexy and Scotty Too Hottie. They had a couple names. They were too cool, I think. Yep. Okay. Alpha and Sika. They were the Islanders, right? No, they were not. The Head Shrinkers too. Who else was there? Islanders, Head Shrinkers, and what? Let's just look at what's on the bottom here. See if I can knock out at least a few more. Only got a few minutes left. Hardys. Uh, That's the flock. That there's the APA. I feel like I should know that. The Young Dragons? Yeah. Oh, with the J. Okay. Well, it accepted it. It's fine. Colony. Cece, no, from Chikara. From Chikara. That there is probably Kai and Tai. Well, that is the Spirit Squad there. That there's Chronic. Relation Steve. Austin were the two-man power trip. Two-man power trip? Ah. That was Right to Censor. That was the Union. Jericho and Storm. I don't know about that. Girl Edge and Christian were the Brood. Offense Seeker were the Wild Samoans. Oh, well, first off, I gotta get Demolition or else Goth will never speak to me again. So let me put that in. The problem is once I've lost them. Wild Samoans. There were so many different names for their family. Tag teams. uh, Money Inc. Cody Mysterio and Kidman. I remember them, but it's just X, Triple X. Earthquake and Typhoon were the natural disasters. This was the Nexus. And I am running out of teams that I come up with. Head Cheese. I don't know where I remember that one. Heart Foundation. Luke and Butch, the Bushwhackers. I almost missed them. Time is running out. The Western band. I don't remember what their name was. I think they were High Voltage. And that's the Nation of Domination, I'm sure. Anyone else I can snap out of? Well, maybe the Revolution, as I mentioned that earlier. Varsity Club? Oh, time ran out. I assume, because I'll just send them down here. Yeah, and it populated. So how many did I end up getting for my first try at this? This is a tough one to start with, too. A lot of tag teams I missed, though. Average score 27%. I got 48%. I'll take that. Let me go with something more in my wheelhouse just to try it. Let's see. What do you got on WCW? We got World Heavyweight Champions. Let's go through that list. Yeah, I need to probably pay for. Why did that come up? Don't come up. Go away. That X was fake. Okay. Get this set up. Is it still showing on the screen? All right. Yeah, Flair. They even put his picture there, so Flair's pretty obvious. I mean, if I can't spell. Flair, Luger, and Sting. They're the ones that just jump to your head. Vader, early on. And then Ron Simmons beat Vader. So I got that one. Okay, so up to 94. When did Hogan come in? 94. Okay. And he lost the title to the Giant at one point. Because he lost via DQ, but it had been rigged. And then the title got vacated and Savage won it. You're right on that. Savage. Okay. So that already. Wow, we got most of the left side. But then Hogan, Flair, and Sting monopolized the title a lot. So who got it in 98? From Hogan. Well, I think that would be Goldberg. Goldberg. And then Nash beat Goldberg and then dropped it to Hogan, which is when things started falling apart. Sid was in there somewhere up there. Bret Hart, I think, held it at one point. Jarrett started winning it. Oh, in 2000. 90s, though. When did Page start winning it? Diamond Dallas Page, that was it. Another ad pops up. Go away. There's a way I can pay money. If I'm gonna do these more often, I might I might pay the money. Let's see. So who did Bret Hart beat? And then Sid Vicious. Oh, the name we don't mention. They gave him the title, and then he immediately left anyway. Yes, Booker T. That's an important one. You had to have the T too. So that gets us all the way. Well, no, we're missing one in April of 2000. Jarrett, Page, Jarrett. Oh, this is the infamous one. Arquette. David Arquette. But he's still a great champion because he gave the salary to all the different wrestling families who had lost somebody. So he's still a great champion in that route. Let's see. So we only got the last part, the worst part of WCW, really. But Booker T was pretty good during it. And he was feuding with Steiner. Steiner only held it once? Oh, wait. Oh, this is counting when the title came into WWE. That's got to be what the last ones are. Because Booker T and Steiner were the last ones trading it before it ended. Yeah, okay. And Booker T won it March 26, 2001. That was the end of it. Uh, so who am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the Russo. Ugh. I hate that he held the title. Vince Russo. Yep. The Rock had it, and then Jericho unified it, so he'd be the last one. And we're missing one. Who else did Booker T lose it to? He didn't lose it to Austin. He didn't lose it to Undertaker. I don't think Kane. Um, oh, Angle? Did Angle? Angle held it. Aha! All right. Woo! So that was all, right? We're good. Clock stopped. 100%. See, WCW is more in my wheelhouse. Yeah. All right. So average score 83%. A lot of people do well on that one. Okay. What else can we do? Give me a trivia, Goth. What do you want to look at? Anything you want to look at? I'll wait a second. There's all sorts of WCW and WWF and anything you want to look at. There's a definite delay heading to the Netherlands, as it takes a few seconds for Goth to respond. ECW. Oof, I'm not as good at ECW, but I can see what they got. ECW World Champions, first world title, catching move Rumble. That sounds like it'd be fun. Let me do ECW World Champions though first. Then I'll go back. Let's see. ECW World Heavyweight Champions. Man, we go all the way up to 2010. Sheesh. I'm not gonna do as well at this, so I'm glad this one is only 5 minutes. Shane Douglas for sure. Snuka held it at one point. Oh, prior to never mind. But didn't Funk hold it? Yeah. Dreamer. Uh, I don't. I mean, Snuka is apparently before, which would have been ECW or Eastern Championship Wrestling. But Douglas started it in '94, so we're mostly beyond Eastern. Looks like. Taz definitely held it. Oh, not two Z's. So we're definitely gonna have the ECW rebirth on WWE. Gonna have those titles. Credo now. He held it at one point. See, Raven, Sandman. Yep, those are some good ones. We got who else? Van Dam? Did he ever actually? Yeah, he did. He held it when it restarted. Yeah. He got it, took it over, and I don't remember. I think Kane held it at one point. Yeah. And I think Guerrero held it. Oh gosh, was it the last champion Hornswoggle or No, that was the cruiserweight title. That was Guerrero with the cruiserweight title. Who else then? Storm? Credible? Credible held it. Okay. Bam Bam? Did Bam Bam ever hold it? He did. All right. Matt Hardy. We'll just put Hardy. That'll get me. It just got me Matt Hardy. I don't think Mysterio ever did. Guerrero pretty much was out before then. So who held it during the rebirth? Did Sabu ever get it? Sabu did. Not during the rebirth, though. Lashley. Ugh. Oh, that means McMahon's on here. Yeah. I don't think Umaga ever did. Um, Rhino? Wasn't he the last champ? Yep. Okay. We made some progress. Big Show. Big Show did hold it. Punk. Punk held it. Okay. Benjamin did not, I don't think. And Thorne never did, I don't believe. Okay, Shaq, go away. 9, Tommy Dreamer. I'm trying to picture late Nitro. Well, except that, yeah, Johnny Nitro. Johnny Nitro held it. He won it when it was supposed to be Benoit's, but then we don't talk about what happened that day. Who beat Kane? I don't think Kali ever held it. I did Foley ever hold it? I don't think he did. I don't think he ever got the ECW title. He had the hardcore title. I'm trying to think of other heavyweight champions. Well, other ECW wrestlers, really. Um, what was his name? Balls Mahoney, maybe. Did he ever hold it? He never held it. Okay. Were the high flyers who jumped around a lot? Powers? I don't like Jim Powers. Nope. Uh, oh, I think Mark Henry held it at one point. Yeah, Mark Henry held it. Who else was in TNA who was from there? Lynn? Lynn held it. Ah, Jerry Lynn held it. Crud. I don't know. Edge. Go with the tag teams. Oh, Christian held it. Whew. But I'm running out of time. I don't know anyone else. I'm blanking. Uh, yeah, I think time's just gonna run out. Had a good run though. We got a lot of them. CW, ECW. Oh, can I get in? Awesome. Yes. I suddenly thought of awesome. Uh, okay. Went to he went to WCW as champion. Hours. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't get a whipwreck. Oh, Chris will be mad at me. I didn't get whipwreck. Tanaka, Swagger. Swagger and Jackson, I don't feel too bad about not remembering. Those guys, they're good, but yeah, I remembered Awesome at the last second. I was going through my WCW wrestlers who were from ECW and came up with Awesome. That 80s guy, I think he was. He was. They mistreated him horribly in WCW, but let me do this finishing move rumble. I'm curious about this. This will be a little different. So I got 9 minutes. 55's the score. All right. Play quiz. The gore. The gore is Rhino. Where's Rhino? There's Rhino. Attitude Adjustment, the GOAT. He's retiring later tonight. John Cena. Elbow Drop is Savage. Randy Savage. The Stunner. Steve Austin. Stone Cold Stunner. Brogue Kick. A couple people have used the Brogue Kick, but I think only Sheamus called it the Brogue. Muscle Buster. Samoa Joe. Even Flow DDT is Raven. Sharpshooter, Bret Hart. Money Shot, that would be the porn star, Val Venus. Probably shouldn't say that, but Val Venus. Samoan Spike, Solo Sokoa. I don't see him. But yeah, Umaga. He uses it as a tribute for Umaga. Sweet Chin Music, used by many, but originated by Shawn Michaels. Kill Switch is now Christian. Go away. Trouble in Paradise, that would be Kofi. Kofi Kingston. 3Ds, the Dudleys. The Dudleys. World's Strongest Slam, that's Mark Henry. Bonsai. Yokozuna. Black Hole Slam is Abyss. Canadian Destroyer. Petey. Wow. Multiple people have used the Canadian Destroyer. I mean, it's a regular move now, but I think in TNA, Petey Williams. Yeah, okay. Olympic Slam. Kurt Angle. Who I saw a video of him earlier today just walking, looked painful. I'm glad he's going to be there tonight, but I feel bad for him. The RKO out of nowhere. It's not the JKO, it's the RKO, and that is Randy Orton. Swanton Bomb is Jeff Hardy, although many people use that one now. Starship Pain, Nitro, Morrison. West Coast Pop. Huh, that is not Rey Mysterio's most famous one. I remember he used it, though. Arabian Facebuster, that... If we're going for who used it the most, probably Sabu? Yes, okay. Figure 4. We got the figure 4 leg lock. That is Ric Flair. Woo! The Alabama Slam is Hardcore Holly, I think. Go to Sleep. CM Punk. Again, used by many now. Zigzag. Dolph Ziggler. I'm impressed I know all these maneuvers. Must come from e-fetting. Jackknife Power Bomb. Kevin Nash. Ooh, Emerald Explosion. I'm going to skip that one. I'm not sure. There's a couple I can think of. Codebreaker. Codebreaker would be Chris Jericho. Cobra. The Cobra. Like the Cobra Clutch? Or just Cobra? Oh, wow. Santino. Cobra! Just hits him with the Cobra. The little puppet he put on his hand. Okay, yeah. Implant Buster, I think, is Beth? Natalia's not on here? Yeah, I'll go with Beth. Oh, it wasn't Beth. Shoot. Was Natalia on here then? Oh, that was probably Karma. Shoot, I missed one. Darn it. Tombstone Piledriver. Undertaker. Skull Crushing Finale. It's The Miz. I'm annoyed now. I blew it. I missed one. Jeff Jarrett. Canadian Maple Leaf. Lance Storm used that. F5 is Brock. Crippler Crossface, the guy we don't talk about. Old Glory. It's not Hogan. I think it's Duggan. I think that's what he called his tackle. Yeah. Doomsday Device. Oh, Kenta would disagree. Yeah, Kenta would probably disagree. Doomsday Device is the Legion of Doom or the Road Warriors. Glam Slam. That's Beth. Shoot. Darn it. Mandible Claws, Mick Foley, Cobra Clutch. I was wondering, Cobra Clutch. That's Sergeant Slaughter. So I almost went Sergeant Slaughter on the Cobra, but it wasn't quite right. People's Elbows, The Rock. That is Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. Greetings from Ashbury Park is Bam Bam. He was always from Ashbury Park. Curtain Call. Gold Dust, I believe. Texas Cloverleaf, Dean Malenko. We're getting down to it. Wow, I was so close. Triple H is the pedigree. Shining Wizard. Is that Sawa or is that Muto? I'm getting those two mixed up. Scorpion Deathlock is Sting. 5 stars, Frog Splashes, Robin, Damn, Buzzsaws, Tajiri, Atomic Leg Drop, that's Hogan. So now we're down to these two. I blew Karma. Karma was the Implant Buster. Which one sounds right for Muto? Shiny Wizard or the Emperor? I feel like Shiny Wizard sounds like Muto. Yes. I missed one. But oh well. So I think it's been a good test run, at least. I wanted to make sure it worked. I wanted to make sure I could do this from the new laptop. Run through OBS. The next step is getting OBS hooked up to the Xbox so that I can run the Xbox visuals in this screen and build myself a little starting screen. I got a lot to do on it, but I wanted to at least get something up today, and I wanted to play around. I wanted to play with some Sporcle trivia. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be on here with the Xbox, and maybe we'll get back to a couple of good games we got. We got Alan Wake 2. We've got Banishers. So we got other games to work on. But, in the future, too, maybe I can record some games with you, Goff, and with UK Paul. Maybe we can do some of these. There's connections. There's other trivias out there we could do. Different things we could test ourselves on. I think it could be interesting. Add that in. But we'll see. And that might be on CCPE. That may not be here. And then, of course, a Jeopardy. We're going to keep doing Jeopardy, too. I'm looking forward to the next Jeopardy. I built a November Jeopardy, and we're going to do it maybe in January. So some of the categories won't fit, but oh well. I'm keeping them. But we'll go with those when we get to those. But until then, this has been just a test run to see if I can run it. So, of course, now I'm like, so now how do I turn it off? Oh, stop streaming. There's a really clear button. Makes it really obvious. Yeah, Goth, you're our only hope to take down Chris. If Chris wins, he is going to be incorrigible. You know it. He's going to be talking about how he holds the trophy. He'll probably get himself a title belt. He'll be daring anyone to take it away from him and his partner. You're good. You and your partner got to take him down. You got to do it. And hopefully we'll get to that. And we'll keep playing here. So, yeah, and, thanks for being here, Goth. This turned out to be mostly you and me, but that's cool. I had fun. So, we'll do more of these in the future. Maybe we'll set it up where you guys can join me if I can figure out how to. I know there's a way because Chris does it all the time. If I can get you guys on the Discord, and then we play together. Maybe Chris will be willing to do that, either here or on CCPE podcasting. I think he's doing commentary tonight, so I'll have to talk to him about it. The future is bright. You gotta wear shades. All right, this is JB. No game unturned. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Peace.